Greetings, housemates and Dad. Welcome back to Civilization 5. We are Morocco and we are assaulting London while we build the porcelain tower. Hopefully no one will beat us to it next turn. It happens. And of course, things are dicey over here. We've lost a number of experienced units. We have quite a few left, but it would be sad to see another go. I think these knights might just bite it. They're wide open, and the three attacks from this English longbowman outside the city, as well as the English longbowman in the city itself, have been wiping out a unit a turn. We should be able to prevent that once we can kill these guys, but they may still take their toll right now. The price will be worth it, and we don't plan on engaging in any wars after that, so the loss, we won't have to pay upkeep on the units that die, and that's not the end of our armies. Plus we've got reinforcements coming in. So, if they go, it'll be a shame, but not the worst. We also have another trebuchet moving up. We got two great generals, all sorts of stuff. And the porcelain tower would be pretty sweet. Anything else impressive? Aqueduct, windmill. We are making some serious bank. What will I use that money for? Let's consider buying things. Two turns there, 3 turns. Just doesn't seem worth buying it. So let's wait. Okay, our trebuchet creeps closer thanks to the roads we're building. We really want to build a road here. I keep forgetting if those guys would just move. Uh-oh. Our knights. Resist, Sir Knights. Sadly, our knights were killed in honorable combat against London, just as many knights before have been. Also note, if we take London, we get their watch to... Yes!
Things always seem fairer when we look back at them, and it is out of that inaccessible tower of the past that longing leans and beckons.
James Russell Lowell gives us that particular quote. The porcelain tower requires rationalism. That's a social policy that we took instead of finishing commerce, so that once we'd researched education, maybe, we would have the ability to build this particular wonder, since some whole social policy groups unlock a specific wonder, like the Hanging Gardens before. A great scientist appears near the city where the wonder was built. Boom. Great scientists are awesome for jumping ahead in the technological race, or for making powerful research tiles. 50% more science generated from research agreements, and we happen to have agreed to a research agreement beforehand. And the way those work is you get a lump sum at the end. So, yes. Construct a road. That should finish the road. Here. Note that London does regenerate, which is a shame. Okay. Landsknecht. I'm gonna crush these guys. Hopefully they will also survive bombardment by the other people, if that is what the enemy chooses to do. These are our medic Landsknecht. I kind of need them back here. Okay, move that up as far as it can. Move these guys up. Burn the mother down. Can we fire from that? We should be able to fire from this position. All right. All right, let's look at what science is going on. Industrialization, we can finish that in 5 turns. Or we could probably finish it right now. Or we can work on electricity. Now let's see. He'll give us 1100 science if we use him to discover a technology. Or he can create a tile that gives us 10 science a turn. How much science are we producing? 245. It looks to me like 245 is about a fifth of what it takes to. So he would give us 5 turns worth of research, a little under 5 turns of research, all by himself, which is probably just enough to wrap up industrialization. Or we can wait, or we can turn him into a really productive science tile. We do have 1, 2 of these already, which makes us a really, really powerful research city already. But it's about time to start thinking about using them to discover technologies, because now they are worth a lot. Oh, here, 248. So it's 1,000. We would be losing about 100 research. That's like a half turn if we used him right now. Would we get any immediate gains? So a little bit of overkill. But really not too much. You know what? Let's go ahead and use him.
Industrialization based on machinery, already referred to as a characteristic of our age, is but one aspect of the revolution that is being wrought by technology.
Thank you, Emily Greenbalk. So now we have access to the Gatling gun factories, which greatly increase our production in a city, but require coal. Big bin requires the commerce social policy. If we build that, then we will have done a hat trick, a triple play of claiming social policies and then beating everyone else to the punch when it comes to that social policy's unique wonder. This allows us to, the cost of using gold to purchase in a city, that's the only place you can purchase with gold, is reduced by 15%. So that's going to save us tons of gold when we buy things outright. Something that commerce stacks with the commerce bonus. And we reveal coal on the map. Okay, so please tell me we have coal. Somewhere. Well, there's some by London. Surprise, surprise. I believe it would have notified me if there were any coal within my borders, which is unfortunate because I could tell you some. So we definitely have to take London, is what I'm seeing. Now we can see coal, other people can't. Well then, well then. Okay, we are burning down London. That coal is good. There looks to be another London English city over there. Okay, wait. We can totally change the view, I think. Oh, I talked about the button originally. Menu options, interface options. Game options. So like, can't remember the button. Anyway. Okay, we're burning down London. We'll see just how well it does. What next, my friends? What next? Okay, build, build, build. Ah, yes. You have to build something. We should certainly go for Big Ben. Ironworks must have built a workshop in all cities, +8 production. Yeah, we want that. It will definitely help with Big Ben. They're about to finish that. They'll finish that on their own. Our night died. Research. We want to go for electricity, hydro plants, aluminum. Hydro plants, very productive if you're near rivers. Stock exchange. Because of commerce, we get a little bit of science from our money generating buildings. So this is an excellent purchase for us. Plus we already make tons of money and this will just increase that. Police station will reduce enemy spy stealing rate by 25%. And we may be the best targets on the map at this point. So that is, that's my choice. Some good things here, not things we truly need right now. Okay, let's watch carefully. London. Take aim at our crossbowmen. They spread their efforts. An English caravel. Our Galeas got bombarded, perhaps got murderized while wandering next to Jerusalem because the automated exploration is just so dumb, it seems. So dumb. Okay, get away from there, sir. Okay. We do not appear to have pillaged. Okay, we certainly need to keep tearing it down if we're going to make a go of this. The Galeas is going to be problematic as it's probably going to attack us. Okay, it looks like the siege unit does not heal. We're going to push these guys back. These back one and heal. These guys are just going to pillage. Pillage again. Pillaging roads apparently does not heal you. But they can pillage for free. And the return from which they came, much healthier. These guys gonna add their weight of fire. And London continues to burn. Okay, that's good. There's some coal out in the middle of the jungle. Production. That knocked one turn off Big Ben, which is fine, which means we just built that. And keep going. Let's purchase this. $550 cash, not a problem. And that takes Big Ben down one other turn. Our other choice is Taj Mahal, which will put us in a golden age and give us happiness. That is not as critical to our efforts. Okay, we've got these guys healing. Gotta remember, pillaging roads does not restore health. Don't want to deal with Nottingham up there. Okay, we'll have these guys swap places. Choose production. Let's build a bank. The money, the cash, and a little bit of science will be excellent. Amphitheater will finish up next turn. That road will finish soon. Let's see what horrors this Galeas can, this Caravel. Oh, the Caravel is not a Galeas. I wonder if the Caravel, does it have a ranged attack? We're probably going to see very shortly. It does not appear to be able to harass us. Nor does London appear capable to truly wiping any of our units. So now it's just a matter of time. Hey, we found Krakatoa. The discovery of Krakatoa increases happiness by 1 across the board, and whoever works it, that lucky dog, gets science. Where is it? Oh my, out in the middle of the ocean. Of course. Now our Caravel is a melee unit. Yes. That's fine. Continue on your way, Caravel. Get this into the fray. Or do I want to heal it up first? All right, let's just get in the fray. I don't think they can kill it in one turn, especially because it has cover. And these medic units will help these guys revive. Our great general, of course, is passively helping all of our other units be more powerful. Let's establish a trade route with somebody. Sparta's not looking bad. But then again, it goes right through Jerusalem, which we are at war with. Brussels is our friend. We can trade with ourselves. We are trying to win over Almaty, and it is far away. They will exert religious pressure on us and us on them. We should eventually win that war. Brussels is full of other religions. Let's go with Almaty for now. I think because that farm is pillaged, the road doesn't count, but I'm not sure. This guy has to try and get away. Oh, that is a misclick. Whatever, as long as they're not shooting our trebuchets, we're good. You return to port and get an upgrade or something. You find your way to helping out. Here, Lisbon finishes up. We want food to quickly grow the citizenry here. Colosseum, we could use the happiness, especially once. Observatory, the science isn't all that impressive. University. Harbor. Let's go with the grainer, which we will just simply purchase. When Big Ben is done, we'll be saving 15% on all of this. The market will get us a little bit of gold and a little bit of science and unlock the bank as well. All right, the siege of London continues. Note that these crossbowmen are healing a little bit faster thanks to being next to our medic. These poor crossbowmen take a beating, but do not die. Our caravel takes a beating because caravels are dumb. Okay, Florence. Discovering that national wonder has made people very happy. This. Cancel your automation. There's a sea trade route we can raid of London's. Florence declared war on Elizabeth of London. That's because we discovered a natural wonder which inspired Panama. Bringing them to be our allies. It also inspired Florence. We have supplanted Greece as their allies. Albany declared war on Elizabeth because they wanted us to discover a natural wonder as well, and they are now our allies. Cocoa. We just built a cocoa plantation. We found cocoa, and now Marrakech has entered Wheel of the King Day, producing much more food for a couple turns. Our agent has been promoted by killing an English spy in our city trying to steal our technology. And we can upgrade this unit as well as this unit. We can take accuracy level 3, further increasing our damage against units in open terrain. That won't help against London. We can get March. The unit will heal every turn, even if it performs an action. Seems highly... That's a super useful ability. We're going to take it here. What's our ability to move? These guys are kind of in our way. Sure, say he's going to move within range of the city. Move these guys here. We may have to full heal, as those English longbowmen can reach more squares away than they should. They have a range of 3, which is insanely good. So unfortunately, we may have to spin this upgrade simply to stay alive. But that will seal the deal, and it doesn't mean this crossbowman is not terribly experienced as is. Okay, our damage is increasing as our relative power differential increases. Not yet to the point where I want to storm the city. If we heal instantly, that should just help us secure this battle. And the short-term bonus is worth it. So we can move here, pillage, and move here. Healing that unit up. Bombard this guy. Those crossbowmen, kind of dangerous. What do we want here? Sparta, once again, off the chain. Florence. Just as good as Brussels, but Florence already likes us. Let's actually, we can swap its location. Let's swap it to Rabat, right? Rabat. And then we can see how lucrative our trade routes are from there. I think from there to Florence is probably a little bit better. Things doth progress. Alright, the siege of London goes well. He wants to trade us 200 gold for our wine. Doesn't look like we have any wine left. Oh, we have plenty of wine left. We should have told me how many extra I had. Yes. Wonderful. Okay, they take aim at our poor trebuchet, and they murder our trebuchet. However, that may have been their last action before London falls. A brutal combat. This other trebuchet does level up. It's power against rough terrain, defense against ranged attacks, accuracy. This must. We're gonna go for barrage, which will give us a significant combat boost against this city that we want dead so badly. And it's time, London. And the Landsknechts are going to get pretty beat up going for this. If they go for it, they will. And when they attack a city, we get money back. And London is ours. We get 181 gold for our troubles, no culture, and one great work of art from the capture of London. What would you like to do? We're going to annex this city. It's going to increase our unhappiness by 14, but we have 21 happiness to spare. We're going to purchase. Well, it's in rebellion right now. 7 turns, it'll be in rebellion. And our social policy cost increases, unfortunately. But it's alright. This is a pretty awesome city. Looks like the Great Lighthouse was the wonder we captured. All our military naval units receive +1 movement and +1 sight. And it counts as a lighthouse, which increases the utility of water resources. We're taking manual specialist control. It is producing nothing, not even enough food to feed all its people, but it shouldn't regress. Aqueduct, Coliseum, Granary, Library, the buildings will still function. Workshop. We'll just have to wait some number of turns before we can do anything about it. Alright, captured. Working Krakatoa seems to be an impossibility. Oh. Civilization? Bismarck.
heiße ich euch willkommen.
Let's look at our trade routes here. It's all weak sauce from here. Fine. We're going to return you to our capital. Alright, from Marrakech, let us trade. Let us trade with Cape Town. Cape Town will like us more when we kill these guys. All these wasted siege engines. Sad that we lost an experienced one right there at the end. But now the question is, do we just crush London or do we maintain relations with them? If we form trade routes with them, let's face it, their powers of civilization is crushed. Oh, they took the coal. It was the capture of these gem mines that really made our day. You know what? We're going to take London out completely. Yes, we do have to restore these to working order before we count as connected. Okay. Let's get our move on. We can go for Nottingham. I think we definitely did get our money's worth out of these Landsknecht. These guys can heal while they wait for the rest of us to catch up. Choose production in Nottingham. We're going to want courthouse. I'm going to purchase. Courthouse can't do that. Because it's all rebellion, I forgot. Well, let's just have it make the courthouse so we don't forget. Elizabeth's Lethe original capital. Al-Mansur controls the most original capitals, 3. If we control all the capitals in the world, we win.
Приветствую тебя, незнакомец. Если твой ум и такт сравнимы с
Catherine of Russia with the flattery. Hello, stranger. If you are as intelligent and sensible as you are attractive, we shall get along famously. She seems awesome. Let's see what she's got. Making about half the gold we are. She's got some cool stuff. Trade a crabs for a gem. She says yes. Wasn't there? I feel like there was a city that wanted crabs. Panama seeks investors. If we were to dump money in there, we could own Panama, is what they're saying. A new age of international cooperation has dawned with the founding of the World Congress. Your civilization, if either the host of the Congress or the civilization with the most delegates, can propose resolutions that will have an effect on the entire world. Thank you. Morocco has discovered every civilization in the world. To commemorate this occurrence, leaders from around the world will come together in the first Congress of Marrakech in 16 turns to begin discussing international diplomacy. As civilizations advance into later eras, this Congress will change and new hosts may be chosen. This era, 3 delegates go to the host civilization, 2 delegates for other civilizations, and +1 delegate per city, state, ally. Next era, hosting increases by 2, other civilizations get 1 more each, and city-states remain 1, thus decreasing in relative power compared to other people. Ooh, we leveled up by killing these guys. Extra mobility, extra visibility, bombardment versus rain. Yes, we'll take extra damage versus land units. Is he going to let us kill that guy? Maybe not. We will come back in a turn. If they don't kill it, we will. They might attack it and damage it. This crossbowman is going to take cover from ranged attacks. Generally, ranged attacks are what other ranged units need fear. Crabs. We live the King Day and Robot. Panama City is undertaking a large public works. They are our allies. 206 already. We don't need to buy their love. It is your turn to make a proposal for the First Congress of Marrakech to consider. You may propose to enact a new resolution or appeal an existing one. You and the other members of the First Congress of Marrakech will decide the outcome of your proposal in the next session. Alright, because you're either the host or have the most delegates, you're able to propose a resolution. You can choose one that helps your people or apply pressure to other civilizations. Some resolutions have diplomatic consequences, so choose carefully. Let's see what we got, and once we work out this turn, we will be done. No trade routes can be established to city-states. Ugh, that would suck with us. Choose a civilization, they can no longer create trade routes. A luxury resource is designated as immoral, endangered, or otherwise inappropriate for use by the general population. As long as the ban is in place, civs receive no happiness from it. Unit maintenance costs are raised by 25%. Ooh, brutal. Civs research a technology 20% more quickly if it has been discovered by at least one other civilization. Interesting. World's Fair. Begins the World's Fair project. Once underway, civilizations can contribute production towards its completion by selecting it in the city production list. When complete, civilizations receive bonuses based on how much they contributed it. Culture increases by 100% for 20 turns. Okay. So it's whoever donates the most production gets a doubled culture for 20 turns. Second place is free social policy. Third place is 500 points towards the next golden age. Greece and Germany would like to go for that. I don't think anyone can outproduce us, especially if we build those hydro dams, so we could totally rock this and get a major cultural boost, which would be nice. Cultural heritage sites. Each world wonder provides +3 culture to its city. I think, Dad, you would really like this one, and I think I would too, as we got quite a few world wonders. Greece would be grateful, England would be pissed since we just took their only one. Natural wonders provide 5 cultural windwork. That's brutal. World religion. Designate a religion as the official world religion. What? Civilization of a majority of cities in their empire following the religion get an additional 2 delegates. The religion spreads 25% faster and its holy city receives 50% more tourism. There can be only one at a time. Arts funding. That's an interesting one. We could do that. Our religion isn't the primary one. It's not the biggest one. This would, this would give us extra delegates with which to boss around people later. And it would increase the spread of our religion, perhaps making it the fastest spreading religion in the world. I don't know. It probably would just bring us up to par with someone who's already better at it. Or not even. But we would get those extra delegates for as long as this wasn't repealed. And if we have the delegates, we can boss people around with it. So that's a tempting thought. Increase the generation of great writers, artists, and musicians by a third. Decrease the generation of scientists, engineers, and merchants by a third. Gross. Dislike. Science is funding. Increase generation of scientists, engineers, and merchants by a third. Germany would back us. Decrease the generation of great writers, artists, and musicians. Other resolutions. World leader. Attain a diplomatic. Okay. Win the most votes and you win the game. Change the host. International games. That's cool. International Space Station. Nuclear non-proliferation. World ideology. Uh-oh. Historical landmarks. I may actually go for world religion. But let's see how much boss we got. So it's because we have so many city-state allies. We have 6 turns to see what we can do. Okay, let's, unfortunately, our only, okay. Okay, sessions. There are special sessions, okay. Okay, so other civilizations can say yay to help pass something, nay to help it fail. Some resolutions require choosing a civilization rather than simply yay or nay. I think world religion is going to be difficult to propose. Russia and Greece might be against me. Russia and Greece, that's 6. But Germany would be with me if we proposed that scientists, engineers, and merchants. That would be probably a surefire win. The world religion, that might turn against us. World's Fair, that could increase our culture, but we'd much rather have science. And I didn't really feel like embargoing anyone, especially because I want to trade. So let's go with science funding. Now, England could turn against us. Let's just consider that one. Okay, this interval between sessions becomes shorter. In later eras, we're going to want Almaty. Yeah, we're going to seal Almaty with our spy, I believe. Let's see what we're going to produce. I think public school is where it's at. And we must propose, so we're going to go for sciences funding. So we're going to commit. I think we can still gain or lose city-state votes, and that's probably going to swing it. They want sensiblism. They're going to reward someone who gets the most culture. It is so not us. Probably Greece. Okay, we can upgrade some units to the Gatling gun. That is going to be a good idea. Okay, so our range units become Gatling guns, which is brutal. Their attack increases to 30 from like 12. If we'd used Gatling guns against London, it would have fallen much faster. Note their attack is about twice that of these trebuchets. What can I say? We're not going to need the trebuchets, so sorry, bro. By the time you got there, you were obsolete. Let's send this trebuchet packing back here. This one to Lisbon. It'll take them a while, but we do have roads. They're at war with London. If we kill London, it will free up Jerusalem to stop declaring war on us so we can establish a trade route. Let's establish one with Brussels. We want their vote. Our Landsknecht are moving in. Remember, when they attack the city, we heal. Alright, we are done. I'm not falling in the trap of another turn. The World Congress is set 16 turns from now. We will decide if science trumps social policy. Beneficial for us since I think we're kind of going for a science victory here, guys. I do love science, and I think the world should use it to make their decisions. Look at that, Machu Picchu, I think. Yeah. So, thank you so much for tuning in. I know this episode was longer than I meant for it to be anyway, but we did finally take London. They are in revolt and won't be productive for a while. But I believe I've established the 4 cities I really want. Once we burn Nottingham to the ground and abolish Englishness from all existence, everyone will be happier and we can have this coal without issue. Also, if we have discovered everyone, we are not far. It would only take 3 more capitals for us to win, so we would control half the capitals in the world, or we do now. But, okay, spies. 4 turns to rig that election. I think I need El Krim here, lest someone steal my delicious, delicious stuff. Yeah. We're not looking too shabby. Not too shabby. We're trying to connect Florence with a road, but it seems resistant. And we'd like to win over Cape Town to our side as well. They want a great rider. They want us to get silver. They want a destroyed barbarian encampment. We can do some of that. But we need to get a military unit down there. Let's take this guy down and kill that encampment. And let's diplomatize a little bit before I forget. Alexander, do you have silver perchance? Just one. It's gonna be a tough trade. Probably won't take that. He just wants everything. Yeah, okay, I got it. To be a dick, bruh. Got one silver. Catherine, come on, I know you got silver. Oh. How about spices, of which I have far too many? Perfect. Okay, Cape Town's gonna be pleased that we bring silver to the table. We're gonna kill the barbarian unit and probably the barbarian camp, and Cape Town will come over to our side. Hopefully that will last until, let's see what we got here. 150, 206, 78. Yep, we're shoring them up by rigging the election. Possibly something other people are doing. And all right, let's make sure I'm not losing anything here. Gold gifts are typically more effective. No quests. Almady, what do you want? No quests. Brussels, we'd like to win you over too. They want a great rider. A great rider would be fine, but we're about to trash that potential, mainly because we want more scientists and engineers and less artists and writers. Alright guys, sorry. This is really the end of the episode. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and remember, Dad, it's all downhill from here.